agencies.
Today marks International Women's Day, and celebrating women around the world, we take a look at how some women across the continent are showing that they can do it.
March 8th is celebrated globally as International Women's Day. Women are now taking strides and being recognized not only as mothers, but serious contenders in their respective professions.
Specifically, I wanted to be in a job that created something, and I'm now in a job that creates infrastructure, facilities, and jobs, so it's great. Inequality in pay for women, I think, is endemic across Nigeria as it is across the world, and this is because not enough companies recognize that they could actually increase their profitability by as much as 42% by having more women leaders, and so they should invest more and make sure women have equal pay.
Quand j'étais petit, mes parents me disent que j'aimais bricoler, et souvent je jouais avec les clés de la voiture de mon père. Donc, toute petite, j'aimais bricoler. Au lieu de jouer avec les poupées, moi j'avais tendance à bricoler.
Ingorane duhura ni mu buzima bwo kurondera mpangayika ntaza gukora ikiyede abandi bantwenga ngo iki ngo wewe ngo gukora ubuyede bgaca bimbabaza.
While women have made strides to get recognition in their fields, there is still a huge gap in the pay scale when compared to their male counterparts.
In my profession, I've actually been quite fortunate. I haven't faced many challenges, for example, being a woman in a male-dominated sport. I've actually had a lot of positives from it, so I've inspired people around me. I've been very supported by the people I trained with, and yeah, so I've had a good experience, and I've only had positive feedback from people around me. As a fighter, I don't think we do. I don't think we get offered the same. But in terms of a personal trainer and me coaching, yes, my rates are as the same as a male.
This day has emerged as such in the early 1900s from movements for women's rights. Much has been achieved since those days, but much needs to be done in the fight for gender equality. From ANN7, we'd like to wish all women across the globe a happy Women's Day.
Well, I'm fortunate to have some phenomenal women in studio with me today. Honorable Anifa Kawuka, she's the Vice President of the Pan-African Parliament with the Women Caucus, and we also have Nobantu Modise, founder of the Diplosphere, and they'll be talking to us about what they're into with regards to empowering women. Ladies, welcome to Africa Tonight.
Thank you very much,
Thank
Audrey.
you so much. I'll start with you, Honorable Kawuka. They say it is not about us versus them. You know, when it comes to International Women's Day, we're not fighting with men. We're saying, how can we complement each other? Has that been working, do you think?
Well, first of all, I want to wish all the women global a happy Women's Day, and to my African counterparts, happy Women's Day.
Thank you
and
so
our
much.
Counterparts, the men. Maybe I can start as you are saying is, there is a joke when they're saying that the history of Women's Day was supposed to be on the 6th of March. And then they say the women took long, 2 days to prepare, and it came on the 8th March. So we say it's 2 days, no problem, but at least on the 8th March. We are celebrating it.
Yes.
And happy Women's Day. And there it goes by and saying that there was supposed to be Men's Day at the same time. Means we are together. Now, what happened is that the men, they forgot about that day. As I've said, it's just a joke. And what happens? We celebrate with them.
Yes.
We are together. So we are together, that we are look at this day of our Women's Day as a family, as people who are together. It's not that the Women's Day are on their own, but we have to be in this thing together. And when we are celebrating it, then we say, Happy Women's Day, Happy Women's Day to our brothers, our...
Yes, and we celebrate with them. That's how it should be.
And we celebrate with them.
Yes,
and that's why we say that to the men, They take care of us, protect us, they love us, they are our possessiveness, attraction, support. So we are in it together. So we are together.
We really can't do it on our own, I suppose. You
We
know,
cannot.
that
And
is
you
the
see,
gist of the celebration.
From the beginning, we are together.
Yes. How do we make it work? I suppose that is the question. Nobantu Modise, you're founder of Diplosphere. You're a young lady that is blossoming into a community or society that is known to be mostly patriarchal. How have you made it to be a founder of an NGO at such a young age?
Determination,
yes.
That's one. And as she pointed out, the support of men. So I didn't just have positive female role models, but I had strong men in my life, father, older brother, uncles, who were encouraging of women's advancement. And so we weren't raised with this distinction, male versus female. So it's just that holistic support from males and females. And of course, making that decision internally that this is who I am, this is what I want my life to amount to, and learning.
Yeah, and getting that affirmation from, you know, your family, the male parts, I mean, you know, from your fathers and your brothers and your uncles is very important. Honorable Kawuka, should we put politics back into International Women's Day for us to be able to push and, you know, just having the movement and the initiatives that we have to make sure they're implemented from that level?
Well, I wouldn't say that we should put politics at the forefront. But you see, as you all know, that within our agenda, women agenda, we are focusing on ensuring that the women at the forefront in decision making.
Yes.
And this is at the international level that we don't require. It's a must. We must have to be involved in decision making, because we are the core of society as women. And that is when you go to our CEDAW, that the requirement was 30%, but then we are going to 40% in decision making, women participation in the decision of managing society. When we are talking about managing society.
Right.
We are not just talking about managing a home, society. And who are the best and good managers? The women.
Yes, and we have to manage our time very quickly.
So we are at 40%.
Yes. We have to wrap it up, unfortunately, Honourable. I will not be able to take that last point. My director tells me running out of time. I just want to speak to Nobantu just very quickly. Yes. Tell us very quickly about your foundation and what your objectives are.
It's a social enterprise. It is for profit whilst having a positive social impact. It is about connecting people through a digital hub to solutions that exist in business and entrepreneurship, social change, environmental issues. So you come online and you find systems, networks that are both African and international, that are created for Africa's holistic development.
Okay, and your website, your social media handles?
It's www.thediplosphere.org. or at The Diplos on Facebook and Twitter.
Perfect. You go, girl.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for your time. Unfortunately, we've run out of it, but we will be having more of this discussion soon. And this has been Africa Tonight. I hope you have enjoyed the show. And, of course, to all the beautiful women out there, happy International Women's Day from myself, Audrey Chimwanda, and the team behind the scenes. Good night.